2018. I had heard that there were these questions were out there, so I sent those questions to the city attorney. So I will get you guys a copy. Yes. Your first question concerns section 19 and whether this section requires that the mayor sign all contracts for the city. In relevant part, section 19 provides, upon the approval of the council, the mayor shall endorse all bonds of city officers and all bonds for licenses, contracts, and proposals, and countersign all orders of the treasury. This is the city attorney's comment. I believe that section 19 does not require the mayor to sign all contracts. I interpret section 19 to refer to 3 categories of documents. The first category of documents is bonds for city officers. The second category is bonds for licenses, contracts, and proposals, and we're talking revenue bonds and tax bonds, general obligation bonds. So that's what he's talking about.
Say that again, please.
Revenue bonds.
What did he write?
Well, he wrote, this said, general city, let's see, hold on. The second category is bonds for licenses, contracts, and proposals. And so that's, I'll just make an example. That would be like the water project bond, the public works building, that was a bond, okay? The third category is orders of the treasury. General city contracts are among the categories of documents that the mayor must endorse. In addition, the entire sentence is prefaced with the phrase, upon the approval of the council. As a result, the mayor's authority to sign documents only comes about once the council approves a matter. In other words, this is not an authority that rests independently with the mayor. Instead, the authority arises via a delegation from the council. So, in a nutshell, section 19 applies, signature of the mayor applies to bonds, okay, specifically. Not all, as he stated, the mayor does not have to sign all contracts, okay. My second question, section 20.
Who is responsible for the signing of contracts? Bonds and contracts are different, so
well,
is there a different section that applies?
Yeah, it says, what it says, the second category is bonds for licenses, contracts, and proposals. So bonds are attached to those 3 types of documents is what your city attorney is telling you. Okay, so that's what he's saying. So, his statement is that no, the mayor does not sign all contracts. Okay. Now, the second question, and what authority the city administrator has over the appointment of city personnel. The relevant provisions of section 21.6 provide the administrator shall appoint, discipline, and remove appointed personnel except appointees of the mayor or council. Supervise and control the administrator's appointees and their service to the city. This is the attorney again. I read 21.6 subsections E and F to provide that the city administrator is the one city official in charge of appointing city personnel, except as may otherwise be provided in the charter or state law, such as members of the city's budget committee. The authority provided by section 21.6 is not limited by the manner in which the personnel appointment is made. For example, personnel are most often appointed through an employee hiring process, but I do not read section 21.6 to be limited to only employees. It is possible that city staff can be appointed through a personal service contract or other contract authority. I believe that section 21.6 would include all such appointed city staff. Indeed, section 21.6I also includes the authority to supervise city contracts among the duties assigned to the city administrator. As a result of these provisions, I interpret the city charter as granting the city administrator the authority over city staff, appointing and removal, except for those limited positions where the council has specific authority to make the appointment, i.e. budget committee. So basically, the city attorney has stated that I'm okay with what I do in regards to appointments if I do it either by FTE, full-time hire, part-time hire, or through a personal services contract or contract. So, your city attorney says that I can do that because they're my appointees, because if I have to bring that person to you is no longer my appointee on a personal services contract. So anyway, I'll send this to you.
Well, I appreciate you reading that, and I appreciate what the attorney said. And I am not an attorney, but
well, I don't
but
think
there
we
is a
should.
difference between the person. Well, you brought it up.
Well, no,
you brought it up
they
and
brought it up.
wanted to read your email. So now I get to respond to your email. We
Well,
originally said we were going to do this in executive session, and you read the email.
Well,
Yes.
I said, I read what the city attorney said. I said I was responding to their comment.
You said the rest of us